What's up, everyone? It's Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Monday, April 10th, 2023. Before we get to those home run props and those free picks, got to let you guys know, Pickdawgz.com, we're doing it bigger and better than anyone else. Got more free pick videos on our channel than you'll find anywhere else on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed. And also take advantage of our free sportsbook bonus offer. The link in the description of this video below. Now, I do love giving out these home run props and these free picks. If you're looking for my best bets, games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, check out pickdawgz.com and click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. But without further ado, let's get to Monday's home run prop show. Finally back on track. We had a solid weekend. Now we got to, start the new week with some new pitching matchups, some new matchups in general. And, unfortunately, Sunday didn't really go our way in a lot of aspects from the home run props, but we did manage to hit some. And the interesting thing we'll talk about the lineup that we had yesterday was a lot of guys had their chances, but just unfortunately couldn't knock it out of the park. And we'll take a look and we'll do a bit of a recap of the props that we had for Sunday. Now, we started out with the couple props from the Pirates and White Sox game, a game that really, who would have thought it would have finished 1-0 after the start to the year that Johan Oviedo and Michael Kopech had, but again, one run between the two. Nothing leaving the park, including Brian Reynolds, who went just 1 for 4 at plus 475, and Carlos Santana. And we'll look at the rest of the plays here, but Carlos Santana 0 for 3, the lone batter on our home run prop show that didn't have a hit. So like I said, guys had their chances, and a lot of times they were making good on the plate appearances they had. They just weren't hitting it out of the park. Unfortunately, Luis Robert did not play in this matchup, so that was a void. But maybe we'll be able to catch him down the line. Nolan Arenado, one of the standalone plays, just a single play from that St. Louis and Milwaukee game, did go 1 for 4. Unfortunately, didn't get it over the fence. Same mark for Rafael Devers, who had a bit of a quiet ending to the series for the Red Sox against the Detroit Tigers. Couldn't cash in for us at plus 550. But then we went to one of probably the most exciting game of the day. The Angels and the Blue Jays matchup. We had Mike Trout to hit a home run at plus 330. Had his chances, went 2 for 5 with an RBI, but no home run, even though he had multiple chances late in that game. Remember, he had a chance, I think, with bases loaded, bottom of the 10th. I think he had one in the bottom of the 9th as well as the Angels put together that rally, but unfortunately couldn't come in for us. But we did manage to get one on the board with Shohei Ohtani. Managed to cash for us at plus 380 and went 2 for 5 with 3 runs, a pair of RBIs, that third inning home run off of Yusei Kikuchi. And then when we switched dugouts, like I said, a couple of guys that had their plate appearances had their chances and made good with some of those chances. But Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went just 2 for 5 at the dish. Bo Bichette went 1 for 5. And that was just the fact of the matter was for the Blue Jays in that spot was, it was the Kevin Kiermaier and Matt Chapman show. Both of those guys had 5 RBIs and really didn't share the wealth with Bichette or Vladdy. But like I said, it's fine. We move on. Sunday is in the past. Move on to Monday. It's a new day. Now, I talk about it, a lot when we do these home run prop videos, and I can't stress it enough. You don't have to play every single prop. You don't have to parlay every single home run prop that we give out here. These are the home run props that I'm betting on Monday. Like I said, these are not meant to be picks that you put your whole bankroll on. They're just meant to be sort of side action plays that you have maybe to spice up your in-game action, or if you want to be able to keep track and maybe just have a couple of side bets on stuff going on. But again, like I said, just not bets that I would recommend dumping all of your bankroll into, because these plays are very high risk, high reward. We saw that Friday where we hit 4 of our 6 plays, would have made around plus 1,600 just playing them individually, and the parlays would have made you a lot of money as well. But then there are also days where we go over, and then maybe 1 for 8, 1 for 9, like we did on Sunday. So again, high risk, high reward, but like I said, not plays that maybe I would recommend putting, your entire bankroll into. Now, the other purpose of this show is to also show you what the betting tools at Sports Chat Place and Pickdawgz can bring you. I mention at the end of my videos all the time, and you guys hear me say it if you watch my videos. They're 100% free, and they are the best betting tools in the business. They do all the work for you. They help you find the best value. They help you find the book that's giving you the best value. And this is where you want to have those multiple sports books, because you're going to be able to do your line shopping. It's the one edge that you really have over the books, is the ability to shop lines and find the best possible number for the same play that you're looking at. And, it's an invaluable edge that I don't think you can really put much of a value on. I can't stress that enough. Like I said, I'm gonna give you my home run props for Monday, and pick from what you like. But most importantly, if you see props that you like, and you like the matchups that I'm giving out, you don't like them, like I said, you want to drop in some of your own, make sure you leave your comments and your picks in the comment section below. Like I said, can't stress enough, but make sure you do it before the game. We want to be able to help everybody. We are a community at Pickdawgz. Want to be able to beat the books together. And like I said, let's break the books on Monday. Start the week strong. But anyways, we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna follow the same sort of format here that we did on Sunday. I kind of like that format. We kind of focused on a couple of games that maybe had some high chance or high likelihood for some home run props to come in. And if we see a couple of those matchups, you don't have to same game parlay everything, but if you see a couple of matchups that you like, definitely, hammer them, put some bets in on those. And these are also, in case maybe you looked at the matchup, you didn't see something you like, and you see an angle here that I provide for you. Hey, all the more reason, to keep an open ear, and just I'm trying to figure out the words I want to say here, but just it gives you just another point of view on the game, and maybe an angle that you might have missed. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to kick things off with a familiar face, a guy you've heard us mention time and time again. Cashed for us yesterday. We're going to go Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run, plus 475. For me, the value, and you're going to hear a couple of these value plays today, I just feel the value is just too good to pass up on. You're giving me one of the best hitters in baseball in Shohei Ohtani at plus 475 in a very favorable matchup against a dumpster fire in Patrick Corbin. Once again, off to a slow start, an 8.0 ERA through his first two starts. He's already given up more home runs this season, too, than he did in the entire month of March/April last season. And wow, that doesn't sound like it's only one home run. But Corbin had an ERA close to 9 in the first month of the season last year. And Ohtani's having a lot of success against left-handed pitching. 2 for 5 with a home run against lefties this season. Not a huge sample size, but again, a couple of hits, and he's already left the yard once this season. But again, plus 475, I feel, is great value with Ohtani against Patrick Corbin. We're also going to stay in that same game, and we're going to go with another familiar face. Call me Johnny Public here, but I like Mike Trout. Same reasons that I like Shohei Ohtani. I like Trout here. You're not getting as much value with Trout here at plus 310, but Trout 3 for 5 with a double and a home run against left-handed pitching this season. Like I said, would it surprise me if Ohtani and Trout homered in the same game? No, you might want to maybe put a 10 on Ohtani and Trout for the same game home run parlay, but I said I could easily see both these guys going yard in this game. I just do not like Patrick Corbin. I struggle to find reasoning as to why this guy still has a job as a starting pitcher in the major leagues. But either way, Mike Trout plus 310. I think he's got some value after not homering yesterday. And like I said, he had his chances. And I look for the Angels to take out some frustration after falling short against the Blue Jays on Sunday, and doing it against Patrick Corbin, the Nationals. And now we're going to move on to a couple of standalone plays that are just single plays from a few respective games. And this one I really like. I really like the value that we're getting with Corey Seager here at plus 475. Now, you see, he hasn't hit a home run in his last 5 games. But the thing is that I like this matchup with Zach Greinke. Seager, in his career against Zach Greinke, is 8 for 21, 5 extra base hits, 3 home runs, and only 6 strikeouts, so a 381 batting average. And the problem for me with Zach Greinke is that he was brutal on the road last year. 0-7 with a 5.32 ERA, and he only gave up 14 home runs on the year. But I say only in the grand scheme of things on the year, because 13 of those 14 home runs came on the road compared to just the one standalone home run given up at Kauffman Stadium. I said, I just think Corey Seager can also provide us some fantastic value here. Plus 475. I don't use the reasoning that a player is due, but it feels like Seager is overdue for a homer here. So I'm going to roll with Corey Seager here at plus 475. And another home run prop I like, a standalone pick from single standalone pick from a matchup. I'm going to go back to Paul Goldschmidt here to hit a home run at plus 425. It's just another fantastic matchup here against German Marquez. Marquez awful at home last season, gave up 19 home runs as well as a 317 opponent batting average, an ERA in the mid sixes, and in his career against Marquez, Goldschmidt 17 of 40, 8 extra base hits, 4 home runs, and got a 425 batting average, a 1.325 OPS. Like I said, I think Goldschmidt, going to be at Coors Field for this one. I don't love the narrative of the game being at Coors and the ball flying out of the park, but I think Goldschmidt, leaves the yard anyways just because of the matchup with Marquez. And like I said, Marquez was dreadful at Coors last season. So I'm going to roll Paul Goldschmidt here at plus 425. And guys, I think I mentioned this during the comments or in the comments section on Sunday's video. Another idea that I noticed a lot of people were talking about, roll with a couple different strategies for your hits. Maybe, if you want to have sort of a safety net and roll with a hit parlay, or just pick up on total bases or player hits for the game. That's one way to do it. But another way I talked about, if you have the bankroll to do it, I'm not telling everybody to do it. I'm saying if it's in your means, consider a round robin. That's what I do sometimes. You always hear about people in the comments section saying, I missed that one leg to cash my parlay. If you round robin it, you cover off all the outcomes that way. If you lose one game, you still win something. So again, it's one of those things where it's in your bankroll. But if it's not, again, no shame in anyone's game. It's all about just beating up the books, building your bankroll. Like I said, these plays, I can't stress enough, are not plays you should dump your whole bankroll into. They're just meant for a couple of high risk, high reward plays to have some extra action on with a couple of bucks. But anyways, we get back to the action. I'm going to go with a couple more just game groupings here that I found some value with. And again, you can look at these games. If you don't like one or two of these players, that's fine. If one just stands out to you more than the others, hey, that's fine too. But we're going to start with this Tampa Bay Rays and Boston Red Sox matchup. Two teams that are absolutely tearing the cover off of the baseball right now. The Rays obviously having much more success, a plus 57 run differential through their first 9 games of the season. And granted, playing the A's, Nationals, and Tigers will definitely help your cause, but doesn't change the fact that they're still hitting the ball, seeing the ball very well right now, and get a favorable matchup here against Nick Pivetta, who has allowed a home run in 6 straight starts going back to last season. And the first Ray I'm going to back here is I'm going to look at Isaac Paredes to hit a home run here, plus 550. He's, like I said, Pavetta's allowed a homer in 6 straight starts going back to last year. He allowed 3 homers in 4 starts versus the Rays last season. And the thing with me about Paredes with me here is that he's also had a decent amount of success against Pivetta. 3 for 6 in his career against Pivetta, pair of home runs. And like I said, he's just been one of the key contributors to Tampa Bay's early season success this year. So we'll roll with Isaac Paredes to hit a home run at plus 550. Another Ray I'm going to look at here, Brandon Lowe to hit a home run at plus 450. Again, another batter for the Tampa Bay Rays that's hitting fairly well. Also has a favorable matchup against Pivetta. 3 for 9 in his career with a pair of home runs. So Brandon Lowe worth a look at plus 450. But for me, the one I think I really like the most from a value perspective, and I'm going to have FOMO again. I'm not going to miss out on him once again. He homered on Sunday. I know with Wander Franco to hit a home run at plus 750. I just think there's fantastic value. You're going to keep giving me these prices with Franco. It's worth the risk. That the power is there for Wander Franco. And again, just given what we've seen from Pivetta, the home run value is definitely there with a lot of the Rays batters, I think, on Mondays. So going to roll with Wander Franco to hit a home run at plus 750. And we're going to move to our last pair of home run props from the same game. This time we're going out to Wrigley Field, where the wind is blowing out at Wrigley. And Drew Smiley, that's not someone that you want to hear. Smiley has had a problem giving up the long ball over the course of his career. And I think we can benefit with that with a couple of Mariners hitters in this game. Going to start with Teoscar Hernandez to hit a home run here at plus 300. This price is very telling to me. The books, I think, are trying to protect themselves here. Hernandez, one of three Mariners with 2 home runs this season to lead the team. Not only that, like I said, the wind's blowing out at Wrigley. He's the only Mariner with a home run against left-handed pitching this season, and I just think that Hernandez definitely some value with him here. And like I said, that price tag to me, it just seems like the books are trying to protect themselves here. So I like Teoscar Hernandez to hit a home run at plus 300. And the last prop of the show, the last home run prop of the day that I like here, again sticking with the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to go the youngster. I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez to hit a home run plus 475. Pair of doubles against left-handed pitching this season. He's generated a fair bit of hard contact against left-handed pitching. And I just think, like I said, that Drew Smiley, a pitcher that's had trouble keeping the home runs down in the past with the wind blowing out at Wrigley, is not something that you want to see. I think Rodriguez could be a benefactor of that here. So I'm going to take Julio Rodriguez at plus 475. But we'll do a recap here. Like I said, threw a lot of home run props out today. And again, you don't have to play everything. These are just the ones that I like, the standalone plays that I like, and be able to hopefully cash a couple so that we can make you some money. And before I just do the quick recap, I want to stress it again. For me, and I've mentioned this before in our home run prop videos, is that the goal is you hit 1 or 2 of these, you cover all your bets, and then anything on top of that is just extra profit. And like I said, we've been able to do that. We especially did that on Friday where we hit 4 of 6. If we can hit a couple here, we're laughing as a group. We're gonna crush the books on Monday. I have a strong feeling about a lot of these home run props. But anyways, like I said, let's get back to that recap. Enough of my yapping. We're gonna start things off with again back to the Angels. Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run at plus 475. Also roll with Mike Trout to hit a home run at plus 310. Corey Seager against Zach Greinke to hit a home run at plus 475. Paul Goldschmidt to hit a home run off of Herman Marquez in that Colorado Rockies and Cardinals matchup at plus 425. And we'll go to a trio of Rays that we're going to look at here. I think all we have to do is hit one to cover off the other 2. But I'm going to look at Isaac Paredes to hit a home run at plus 550. Going to look at Brandon Lowe to hit a home run at plus 450. And Wander Franco to keep up his nice stretch, plus 750. Fantastic value with Franco there, in my opinion. And the last couple home run props are going to go to Wrigley. Look at the Mariners. We're going to take Teoscar Hernandez to hit a home run at plus 300. Like I said, that is a very telling price with Teoscar Hernandez in that one. And the last one of the day is Julio Rodriguez to hit a home run at plus 475. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in, the support that we have received for these home run prop videos. I cannot thank you guys enough. I'll keep doing it as long as you guys love these videos. Make sure to leave a like, hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Couldn't have gotten to 125,000 plus subscribers without you. We're on the way to 10 million, but again, your love and support is what's kept Pickdawgz going, kept me going a lot of nights when when these home run prop videos are tough. So thank you guys so much, and just a reminder, if you haven't already, check out pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page for best bets from myself or any of our top handicappers. And remember, use these betting tools that Pickdawgz Sports Chat plays. They're best betting tools in the business, 100% free, and tools that you'll want to have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. Let's crush the books.